What's up? It's Baby O, aka Red Sports Talks, and this is my second segment called Barbershop Sports Talks. And Barbershop Sports Talks, we are coming from Lone Star Barbershop in Kingsville, Texas. Alright, so, real quick before I get into things, can y'all like and subscribe, please and thank you. So let me get straight into the point. Mickey Loomis needs to be fired. Because, think of it. If he would have been fired earlier, we would have still had Mickey Loomis. Not, like, think about that for a second. What I say? If GM Mickey Loomis fired Dennis Allen earlier, we would have had Marshawn Lattimore. Think about that for a second. If he fired Dennis Allen earlier, when we had that 7-10 season with Andy Dalton, we would have still had Marshawn Lattimore, and he's with the Commanders now. Like, just think about that. We could have still had him. Now we have to wait till free agency if the Commanders decide to sign him or not, and that's the only chance we'll get him back unless they want to trade. But I don't think so. So, Gail Betson, if by whatever chance you're watching this, you need to fire GM Mickey Loomis. I know you forced him to fire Dennis Allen earlier in the season. Why don't you fire Mickey Loomis, and maybe you could be the owner / GM. Think about that. Because you can make the moves, and you could still be the owner, but you could be the GM. Like, think about that. Just because we fired Dennis Allen. Mickey Loomis has to go. Cause he just has to go. And you can't, and on a side note, you cannot blame Spencer Rattler on the loss to the Raiders. Look, the first interception was a ball thrown right to Cedric Wilson. It was like a tip ball. Cedric Wilson Jr., I think. That was a tip ball that was intercepted, and the last one was he was trying to force something late in the game, which the game was already over. You cannot blame him. He's being pretty dang good. Compare that stat line to that like 3-game stretch when Carr first got hurt. No. Compare that. He did way better in the Raiders game than he did in Green Bay. That's for sure. Like, you can't blame him because he improved. If you remember in the Green Bay game, 0 touchdowns. Zero. And of course, when we play the Raiders and we somehow lose, he goes for 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions, which he should have at least 1 interception because that first one was not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Gail Betson, if you're watching this somehow, fire Mickey Loomis. You already fired Dennis Allen. Mickey Loomis needs to go. He needs to be the next one that is fired. He needs to go. He needs to be the next one that is fired. I'm telling you. He needs to be the one that is fired next. And like I said earlier, you could be the owner and the general manager. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's dumb, dude. I don't know how we lost to the Raiders. Now that we lost to the Raiders, the Patriots have the number 1 pick, and they could get Travis Hunter. They could probably start another dynasty. Heck, Dennis Allen needs to go. Okay, he needs. What am I saying? Dennis Allen got fired already. Mickey Loomis needs to go. He needs to be the next one off. So, like I said, Gail Betson, if you're somehow watching this, fire Mickey Loomis, and you could become the owner and the general manager. Like I said, now that we lost to the Raiders, the Patriots have the number 1 pick, and we'll see what they do with that. What else to say? We still could have had Marshawn Lattimore. I know I'm ranting a little bit, but we still could have had Marshawn Lattimore. Think about that. We still could have had Marshawn Lattimore if Mickey Loomis fired Dennis Allen 2 years prior, and he's one of our star players, probably the best cornerback in our franchise history. Think about that. Probably one of, or if not the best cornerback in our franchise history. Like Gail Betson. Like I said, if you're somehow watching this, think about that. We could have had probably one of the best cornerbacks in our franchise history on our team still if Mickey Loomis would have fired Dennis Allen earlier. If he would have fired him earlier, we still would have had him, I'm more than sure. I don't know. It's dumb. But, yeah, that's the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see y'all later, guys. Bye.